Hello everyone. In this lesson number 2, you will learn how to factorize the quadratic equation with negative x square, or when the first term is negative here, like this. Now these examples are factorize each of the following. Number part 1, minus a square plus 2a plus 35. Part 2 is 4 minus 3x minus x square. And the third one is minus 28 minus x square plus 11x. Now I'm going to find factors by breaking the middle term one by one. Now let's take example number 1 here. Example number 1, factorize minus a square plus 2a plus 35. In this lesson number 2, I'm going to explain how to factorize the quadratic expression when the first term is negative here. In lesson number 1, I have explained how to factorize when the coefficient of the first term is positive. We have to find a factor of the last term, which is 35 here. But this is a negative sign here, so you have to take common from the first term to convert it into the positive a square. So I'm going to take common. Minus is common here. It's common, so change the sign. Now it will be positive here, positive a square. Change the second sign, minus 2a, and that change the sign of the third term, which now it will be minus 35 here. You can watch the video how to find factors. I have given in the description. The link I have given in the description for the videos how to find factors. So I'm going to find out the factor of 35 here. So what the 35? 135 is of 35. So 35 plus 1 is 36, but it is 2 here. And 35 minus 1 is 34, but the middle term is 2. So this factor rejected. Now try to find the second factor. 2 what's a 35? 2 what's the 35? 2 is not the multiple of 35, so cross. Now 3, 4, and 5. Yes, 5. 5 what the 35? 5, 7 the 35 here. So check, 7 plus 5 is 12 and 7 minus 5 is 2. So the middle term is 2 here. It is 7 minus 5. This is I'm going to take this factor, minus common, a square, copy this sign, minus this sign. Now write down the larger factor, which is 7. So I'm going to write 7a, and 7 minus 5. It means we have to subtract it with 5a. So which sign? You have to put the different sign of this minus 7a. So I'm going to write my plus here, different sign, and minus 35, copy. The next step is by grouping, find out the common. So 7a, this is 7a, this is a square. A is common here. In this first group, a is common, and you have to write in the bracket, you have to divide a square by a. You have to divide a square by a and minus 7a by a. So a square, I'm going to divide a square by a. We will get positive a. So I'm going to write positive a here. And negative 7a is divided by common. So negative 7a divided by the common a here. A is cancelled, minus 7. The second one is minus 7 here. So now in the second group, copy this sign, copy this positive sign first, and the common of 5a minus 35. The common is 5 because 5 and 35 is divisible by 5 here. It is positive 5 here. Now I'm going to write 5a divided by 5. 5 and 5 cancel. A is the resultant. So I'm going to write A. And in the next step, we have to divide minus 35 with the common 5. Minus 35 with the common 5. So minus 35 with the common 5, we will get 5 on the 5. 5 sevens are 35. We will get minus 7. So I'm going to write minus 7 here. Now in this part, A minus 7 is common. So I'm going to write minus A minus 7 is common here. And the remaining is A plus 5. This is our answer. It is our answer here. Minus A minus 7, A plus 5. This is your final answer. This is your answer. Or if you multiply A minus 7 with negative sign, you will get, like, you can minus multiply by A and minus multiply by minus. So you can get minus A plus 7, A plus 5. So 7 minus A times A plus 5, it will also your answer. Second example of these types of questions, part 2. Factorize 4 minus 3x minus x square. For in this example number 2, this is you have to arrange. First step is you have to arrange this quadratic expression as minus x square, the first term, minus 3x and plus 4, the descending power of x. The first step is you have to take common minus negative as common from this expression to convert the first term as a positive. So I'm going to take common here, minus common here. When you take minus common, you have to change all the signs. Like you have to change minus, this minus, and this plus as minus. So you have to change the sign. It will be x squared, now plus x plus 3x, and the minus 4 here. The next step is find out the factor of the last term. Find out the factor of the last term, and how to find factors. Link is given in the description for how to find factors. Now, find out the factors of 4. 1 times what? 1 watts of 4. 1 fourth of 4 here. Now check. The middle term is 3 here. Middle term is 3. So 4 plus 1 is 5, but 4 minus 1 is 3. So it is the correct factor, 4 minus 1, minus x square plus, write down the larger number, larger factor, 4x and 1x minus 4. But don't forget to write the sign, because when you subtract 4x to x, you will get the 3x. So this is positive sign. You have to copy the positive sign here. It must be change the sign negative. Next step is take common. X in this group, x square plus 4x, x is common here. X is common. Write down the bracket. So you have to write by dividing x square by x, by dividing x square by common, and by dividing 4x by this common x. So let's check. X squared by x, cancel out. This is x, and 4x divided by x will be plus 4. So I'm going to write plus 4. Now, in this second group, copy this sign first. Minus is copy. So no common here there. When there is no common, you can take 1 as a common. Minus 1 is common here. So write down the values by minus x is divided. When you divide minus x by common, minus x by common minus 1, check it. Minus x divide minus 1, minus minus cancel. The value will be x here. Write down x here. And minus 4 divided by minus 1. Minus 4, when you divide minus 4 by y, minus 1 is also common. So minus minus cancel. The plus 4 is the answer. It is not the answer, sorry. It is factors. Now, there are two terms, and in the two terms, x plus 4 is common here. So minus and x plus 4 is common. The remaining will be x minus 1. Your answer will be minus x plus 4 times x minus 1 is your answer. Or if you multiply by negative sign with any bracket, suppose I'm going to multiply this minus sign with this bracket, this plus x and this minus 1. So we will get x plus 4 times minus x and minus x minus x plus 1, or we can say x plus 4 times 1 minus x. It will also your answer. So now the third example is, I'm going to explain the third example when the first term is negative. Now the third example, factorize minus 28 minus x square plus 11x. The first step is, this is the negative sign for this coefficient. The first step is you have to arrange first. You have to arrange first in the standard order. So solution, minus x square plus first term, now the second term in the ascending power of x minus 28. The second step is you have to convert the first term as positive by taking negative as common. So I'm going to take minus common here. When you take minus common here, you have to change all the signs. Negative will be positive, positive will be negative, and negative will be positive. So I'm going to write x square minus 11x and plus 28. The third step is you have to find a factor of 28. How to find a factor of 28? Link is given in the description for the video how to find factors. Now let's take 28 here, 28. So 1, what's the 28? 1, 28 is the 28. And let's check, the middle term is 11 here. Middle term is 11. By adding or subtracting the factors, you will have to find 11. So 28 plus 1 is 29, but it is 11. And 28 minus 1 is 27, but it is 11 here, so it will be rejected. Second factor is 2, what's 28? So 2 14s are 28. Let's check. 14 plus 2. 14 plus 2 is 16, but 14 minus 2 is 12. But our middle term is 11. So it will also be rejected. Now the third factor will be 3 is not the multiple. So write down the 4. 4, what's the 28? Let's think 4 7s are 7 4s are 28. So 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4 is 11. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 is the middle term. So we have to take this factor 7 and 4, but you have to write down the larger one first and then the smallest one first. The step is minus x square. First you have to copy this sign. This is minus. Now write down the larger factor, which is 7x. And second, the smallest factor is 4x. But what is the sign in between 7x and 4x? The question is, so if you are going to add, this sign will be same for this sign, this minus, will be minus, it must be minus, because you are going to add here minus 7x minus 4x is minus 11x. Now plus 28 is copy by grouping. There are two groups here. X is common in the first group. X square minus 7x, x is common here, so x is common here. Now what is the value in the bracket, in the first bracket? So you have to divide x square by x. It will be x. Write down x. And in the next step, you have to divide minus 7x by x. X cancel here, 1, 1. This is minus 7. So write down minus 7. In the second group, minus, copy minus sign first. And 28 and 4x, 4 is common. 4 is common in the two terms. So I'm going to write 4. Write down the bracket. And by dividing 4x by 4, you will get 4x by 4, 4, 4, 4 on the 4, 4 on the 4, 1x. You have to write x here. And by dividing 28 by common is 4 here. 28 divided by 4, it will be 7. Sorry, plus 28 and minus 4. So it will be minus 7 here. Your brackets here, your two brackets must be same. When you break the middle term, these two brackets must be same here. Now common is minus here. X minus 7 is common here. X minus 7, the remaining part is x minus 4 here. This is your answer. This may be your answer, minus x minus 7, x minus 4. This is your answer. Or you can, if you multiply this minus sign by any bracket, either this minus, okay, or either x minus 4, we will get, minus x plus 7 times x minus 4. So it will be 7 minus x times x minus 4. This is your answer. Also your answer here. So this was part 3, the factor of this minus 28 minus x square plus 11x is 7x minus x times x minus 4, or you can say minus times x minus 7 times x minus 4. Now, the question is, can you factorize 6x square? Can you factorize 6x square plus 17x plus 5 when the first term have some coefficient which is 6? Or can you factorize 6q square minus 17q plus 12? Can you factorize this? If you factorize these two expressions, you can check your solution in the upcoming video of lesson number 3. If not, you can correctly. So please watch the solution, watch lesson number 3, the upcoming videos for the correct solution. The upcoming video for correct solution. So thank you very much. I hope you have understood how to factorize quadratic equation by breaking the middle term. If you did not get the idea about this topic, watch this video again. So stay connected, like, share with your friends, subscribe, and press the bell icon. And thank you very much. Thank you very much.